Now, some of the
Well, every
prophets they
single
can look
one,
at and tell
y'all.
you
Here we
exactly
go
what's
with
going to happen. If
prophecy.
you believe them, you'll benefit from that. But you know, most of my faith comes from the prophecies that have been fulfilled. My faith is
Yeah.
strengthened that all things are in God's hands. I realize God is never in heaven worried. He knows exactly what's going to happen. That gives me peace, that my life is in His hands. He knows what's coming, that what He said will happen. And so when I look at how God works in the prophecies, it's redemptive. Prophecy is principally redemptive. The book of Revelation is a book of salvation. It's a gospel book. It is not a prognostication book. It is not a big book of fortune cookies. It's a book of salvation. There is a lot of prophecy in there that came true, but don't think of prophecy as, ooh, I've got an inside track on what's coming. Prophecy is there so that as we preach prophecy, people say, wow, God knows all things. And he wins in the end. You know, that's a wonderful thing about Revelation, is that the final chapter tells us you know who wins. And that really says a lot right there. John 13:19, Jesus said, now I tell you before it comes to pass, that when it does come to pass, that you might believe that I am He. Why does He tell us? That we might believe that He is the one. Prophecy is to help us recognize Jesus as the one. Look at John 16:4. But these things I've told you, that when the time comes, you might remember that I told you of them. God wants us to have more faith, and prophecy does that. Isaiah 46, verse 9. Remember the former things of old. For I am God and there is no other. I am God and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, things that are not yet done. Saying, my counsel will stand and I will do my pleasure. The prophecies in the Bible are telling us that God sees all things. So, one of the principal purposes of the book is to tell us that Christ is coming, that He's coming soon. Chapter 1, these things must shortly take place. It means imminently. Revelation 22, surely I come quickly. Everybody in every age can read Revelation and know that some part of it applies to them, to their age in which they live. And you might say Revelation begins where the gospel ends with Jesus. The gospel's end with Jesus. Revelation begins with Jesus. It's talking about His resurrection and His ascension to heaven. The primary purpose of this is to remind us that God is in control. Now here's one of the most important sections. It's talking about the symbolic language of Revelation. Touched on it a little bit, but I'm going to give you some examples. If you look in Revelation 1:1, it says, He sent and He signified it by His angel to His servant John. This is the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him. And He sends and He signifies. What does signify mean? Signify means to signify. It actually means He gives it in symbols. And the book of Revelation is filled with symbols. For example, if you look in Revelation 17, chapter 1, then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea.
Why would you flash me?
We're
on the same team. What's my teammate?
10 crowns on his heads, and a blasphemous name, a beast with 7 heads, 10 horns. People will say that's what happens when you don't use organic fertilizer. You know, it just affects the animals, and in the last days, there's people who think those kind of creatures are going to be roaming the earth. It's all because of what we've done to the environment. I think it's what does that mean? You go to Daniel chapter 7. In the first year, verse 1, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head while on his bed. So it's a vision. He wrote down the dream, telling the main facts. Daniel spoke and said, in my dream, by night I saw 4 winds of heaven stirring on the great sea. Well, here we just read in Revelation, I stood on the sand of the sea, these beasts rising up out of the sea. Daniel says these beasts rise up out of the sea. 4 great beasts come up out of the sea, each different from the other. And he talks about one like a lion, one like a bear, one like a leopard.
Pray for me, God. The real reason why I made it. Yeah. try to get the tree out there before I'm not feeling very well, but hey, sometimes even when you don't feel well, you still gotta preach the good truth. The man that got my cheek hurt. But anyway,
Riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing. 7 facets. So Jesus is identified as a lamb slain, 7 horns, 7 eyes. He's often portrayed in these 7s. You got the 7 spirits of God. If you look in Revelation, look in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2, it identifies 7 characteristics of the Holy Spirit, or facets of the Holy Spirit. And so what the book is. If you're, how many of you are number people? You like numbers? You just like to have things add up? Does it frustrate you if a penny is missing from the cash register at the end of the day? And of course, no one's going to steal a penny. It's usually an accounting error. And Karen loves to have things add up. And if they don't add up, she fixes it until it does add up. Yeah, because you rob Peter and pay Paul. There's ways to do that. But if you're a numbers person, you're going to really enjoy the book of Revelation. Because it's got a lot of numbers. Now I told you, what does the number 7 represent? Perfect. So a perfect interruption of 7 is when you cut 7 in half. And if you cut 7 in half, what number do you get? 3.5. That is a number of persecution. It's a number that you're going to find through the Bible, and it's in Revelation, and it's listed 3 different ways. It's called 42 months. It's called 3.5 years. It's called 1,260 days. And that adds up to 3.5 Jewish years. A Jewish year had 360 days. That's why it's 42 months with 30 days. 1,260. How long did Jesus minister? 3.5 years. And it was a time of persecution and resistance. What did Elijah do during 3.5 years of famine? Ran for his life, fled into the wilderness. You read in Revelation that the woman fled into the wilderness, but she's fed by God. Elijah fled into the wilderness, but God fed him. So all of these prophecies, even about the future, at least from Revelation, they're in the future, you find the key to understanding them by going back. But the numbers are very important. Oh, we got a lot to cover here, and I got about half my time. I don't know who it was that wasted all my time. Now let's go to the first section here. Well, I talked about the 5 epics you have in Revelation and how the book is divided up. The title of the book is very important. Now, do some of you have an Old King James Version? If you read at the very top of Revelation, what does it say? Not the first verse. What's the title at the top of the page? Does it say, how many of you have one that says the Revelation of St. John? Okay, Steve's got one right there. I needed a witness. They use the title of the book, they call it the Revelation of St. John, because John wrote it. He's the author of the book, and I'm not going to steal Pastor Ross's thunder. Next week we'll talk more about John's imprisonment and the background for the book. But is it a revelation of St. John? What's the first line to say? Revelation of Jesus Christ. And it's interesting that people think that the book is a sealed book. I know. They think there's a curse pronounced on anyone who reads the book. Pastors say the book is a mystery, we're not supposed to read it. I've heard people tell us, pastors said we're not supposed to read Revelation. It just confuses people. It's the most controversial book. Stay away from Revelation. And some people say folks go crazy reading Revelation. I've heard some crazy interpretations, but I don't know that the book is crazy. They were probably crazy and they read the book. But it says there's a blessing on those who read the book. And it is a revelation of Jesus. From beginning to end, Jesus has more titles in Revelation than just about anyone. He's called the first and the last, the Alpha and Omega. He's the Lamb. He is Michael. He's the one riding on the white horse. And you see Jesus all the way from cover to cover in the book of Revelation. It is a revelation of Christ. You will know Jesus better as you read the book of Revelation. Now, the word revelation comes from the Greek word apocalypsis. And you recognize that, of course, as apocalypse. And if I told you that the weatherman said there's an apocalypse coming, what would you think? terrible. I mean, you got some ominous weather about to happen. But the word apocalypse didn't used to mean that. It means that now because of the spin people have put on the name of Revelation. Because Revelation does talk about, locust head creatures and fire and plagues and people being scorched with great heat, noisome swords and fire coming down from heaven. And people, when they say, I'm reading the apocalypse, they always think of terrible things happening. The four horsemen of the apocalypse. That's actually just the first four of the seven seals. But the fourth horseman...
Well, Allah with you, y'all. Alright, pray always. Stay vigilant. And look forward to the second return of Jesus Christ. Look in the cloud, people.